Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Troy here. Today we are continuing Megaton Man Mondays with, can you believe it, Megaton Man number 9, week 9 of Megaton Man Mondays. I cannot believe it's almost over with week number 10 next week, the first initial arc. But fret not, I have found other ways to continue covering Megaton Man, and you'll just have to stick around to see. With that said, we are looking at issue number 9 today. Look at this freaking gorgeous cover, as usual. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button, and let's get right into it. So, Megaton Man is like a great indie comic from the 80s by Don Simpson. If you've been following my series, I've been covering each issue on a weekly basis. We're up to 9 now. I love it so much. It is so good. I love this cover. It took me a minute to realize, looking at it over and over again, that it's Megaton Men and not Man. I was reminded of a similar experience that even though years before his death, Alex Trebek shaved his mustache, but I could not look at him and not see his mustache. Have you guys ever had an experience like that? I think it's the way our mind works. You know, like my mind is programmed to see Megaton Man, so I didn't see the men at first. I was just, I don't know. That was a dramatic pause. But I love it because Megaton Men, so we're getting like different alternate versions of Megaton Man, continuing Don's genius parody angles, of course. He's like satiring and parodying every like trope and comic book angle happening. It's so cool to look at this through the fresh eyes, yet the lens of history and all that stuff. I don't know. But the Megaton Man Omnibus is coming out from Fantagraphics. It's going to be in black and white. It's going to be freaking gorgeous. I cannot wait to see that art. But look at the coloring on this cover. It looks so cool. I'm wondering, Dawn, you're going to have to answer how you colored this cover, if it was you or Poplawski, the amazing colorist who did all these colors. Interiors and covers, I don't know, whatever, a mixture. But I'm loving this because it's like, you know, one of the pretenses of Photoshop, I feel, in computer coloring is the ability to paint clouds. And I just really love however these clouds were painted. I think the blues are beautiful, and I truly adore this. This looks like the Golden Age Megaton Man, which I cannot wait to show you guys. It is so good. Megatropolis Memoranda. No real names noteworthy. I mean, no offense, guys, but I feel like, you know, I'm always looking for like famous names in the letters columns. Great Megaton Man silhouette there. Great splash page. I love this splash page so much. It's another me, but is he friend or is he foe? And I love the special attention that was spent shading the crotch area here. I often think of that because, you know, as an artist, it's like, you know, you have to know anatomy and stuff. So it's like you're thinking about the wangs of your characters when you're drawing them. And, you know, the other anatomy. But it's all part of learning. Anyway, so I don't know. It's so funny. Like, I was thinking of Megaton Man because it's kind of weird because, once again, you know, I'm always like trying to build Don Simpson up as this great seer or prophet or just like one of the greatest voices of our generation, which he is. But I look at Megaton Man, you know, the first series was in 10 issues. So hello, Netflix. Most Netflix have like 10, you know, I keep wanting to say episodes, seasons. So did Don Simpson predict Netflix seasons? I'm going to go with yes. So the Cosmic Cue Ball is out here. Spoilers. I feel like it's sort of being resolved in the story in a way. Well, the build up to the Cosmic Cue Ball storyline has been like, you know, intense and like one of the biggest, you know, plot lines in the book. And I feel like that's coming to a head here. We've got the Orson Welles as the president. We've got his alter ego, Trent Flug at the Manhattan Project, the fill-in for the, you know, Daily Planet. We've got this great character that was teased at the end of last issue, this big, like, Image Comics, Rob Liefeldian nightmare armor happening. It's so crazy. I just love it. This is like a time capsule. Ooh, cool inking on this. Look, I see a face in the cobblestone. of the prison. I don't know. I also love that he's just sort of like in this little room, and this is just the funny, I don't know, the relatability of Don Simpson's humor. Like, this mad scientist is putting together this thing, and he says, now the first thing we do is tidy up our work area. For example, the little pliers go in the little pliers drawer. And I couldn't help but think, like, remember, my dad was a big grease monkey, and I always had to work on cars. I know, can you imagine? Of course, it was a big nightmare, but I just, like, can hear my dad saying stupid stuff like that, and I don't know, it's just relatable in a way. And then this Jerry Lewis looking villain here, Dr. Software, great name, love that. Turns like this plug-in key coffee pot into like a super villain helmet. I don't know, it's just so awesome. I feel like that's so, I guess, is meta like the right word in a way? Like, that's just like so like typical comic book, you know, like, I don't know, just like accidentally getting powers or just turning something stupid into something else. I don't know. And then, you know, the continuing Doomsbury, Doomsbury was a very popular political cartoon at the time. So Don is satirizing that throughout the Megaton Man series to great effect. The partiers from Mars are here. God, you know, it's so funny because I just love this universe so much, and knowing that Don is like building up. Okay, so we've got the Megaton Man omnibus, but then we have Don Simpson's 1963 annual, which I'm like covering soon. Don't worry. Coming out, and then it's supposed to lead to new Megaton Man stories, and I just want that so badly. I want, like, you know, the modern take on the situation here. I just, like, these partiers from Mars, like, are, like, want to throw this big global party, and I just thought that would be so great. You know how, like, they have all those, like, horrible festivals going on that, you know, like, I'm trying to think of that one. Speaking of Netflix, there's the one, like, I don't know, Kendall Jenner was behind it or whatever, like, sort of like Burning Man, but, you know, more for, I don't know. But then it, so I can just see that would be a great way to take over the planet. Like, maybe that's going to happen here. Maybe once again, Don predicted the past and the future, and I'm just not there yet. But I thought, wouldn't it be great? Like, that would be, especially in this generation of TikTok and everything, how stupid people are. It's like, if Martians came here and just wanted to throw, like, a rave, like, with the whole planet, and then destroy us while we're all, you know, on Molly and E or something. I don't know. Anyway, something like that. Oh, here. Yes, this is, okay, so there's all these different incarnations of Megaton Man running around, the Russian version. Then we have Megaton Man's Uncle Farley, the original Golden Age Megaton Man. Don't worry, kid, feel good as new. And then straight out the gate, he's like coming out of retirement to save the day. And like 2 seconds later, he starts having the suspense, the strain, too much. So he starts like having a heart attack or whatever. And I just think that is so funny. I mean, wouldn't that have been kind of funny if, like, when Jay Garrick came back to help Wally West or Bart Allen, did he have a heart attack? I don't know. I mean, the Flash is like the character that is primed to have a heart attack, I'm guessing. I don't know. Does Megaton Man's trunks change sometimes? Sometimes they're more like panties, and sometimes they're more like boxer briefs. Is that what's happening there? I don't know. Could be coloring. I don't know. Anyway, I digress. This coming up. Okay, so this is freaking beautiful. I love the page. The artistry on this just is amazing. I love all the different Megaton men in the background. The Eisner-esque character riff here. It just blends so well. The cartoony and Pictopia kind of characters. Just Don Simpson, it always great. And the Revengers, I love it. The Angel of Death. You know, and I feel like I've sort of been teetering around the 1963 annual because Don's been posting it, but I kind of wanted to read it all at once, but I'm going to dive in, guys. And I hope this character's in here, the Angel of Death, because she's freaking awesome, and I need to see her again. Stella Starlight and Megaton Man sort of reunited. See, look how cool she is. Pregnant here. I mean, this is all building up. Next week is issue 10. And then this is what I love, and this is what I think is so great and shows the strength of such an amazing cartoonist. I love the impact and power of this double page spread. It is epic. I love the fact that it takes place 2 pages after a splash page too. You see, you can do whatever you want when you're self-publishing. Although this was through Kitchen Sink, but they're, underground, whatever. But the epic action coming up here is I can't even prepare. I wasn't prepared. I can't prepare you. But I love shows the commitment to humor. You've got this gorgeous, powerful, big double page spread with all this amazing art, and then this huge and gorgeous Don Simpson hand lettering is I'm pissed, and I just love it so much. I don't know, it's just so humorous to me. It just low-key cracked me up, but out loud. Maybe I'm mixing all my metaphors, I don't know. And then I was am I getting sort of now I want to see, I feel like Eric Larson is good for a good homage or lampoon or satire. Someone called me out for using lampoon incorrectly, but I feel I want to use the word lampoon for my own purposes. But this panel is amazing. Isn't it the best? Is that not the biggest fist you've ever seen in your life? To a certain part of my audience, do not answer that question, especially in the comments. But I love this page so much. There's so much power and just, is that Kirby but askew? Is that crazy? I love this. This is hands down one of the most unique, original, and then please direct me if this is a swipe or something and I'm totally missing the mark, but I was blown away. I've never seen anything like it. It's crazy. I think this is a great example, and this is Art Professor Troy coming in here, guys. Forgive me. But I think this is an example of just the potential for comic book storytelling. You know what I mean? It's really, people cite the genius of Jack Kirby, and it was just a man, a pencil, and a board, and just an amazing, bridge between his brain and the paper. And this is what you can create. This is how you can tell a story. There are rules, but the rules were made to be broken. And once you know the rules, you can break them in this regard. And that is just such a masterful page with so much power and impact. Have I said enough? I think we all know the answer to that question. And the answer is yes. So I will keep moving. But needless to say, Megaton Man is just genius. Comedy, satire, I don't know. It's just it just never fails to crack me up. Just the look on his face, the ridiculousness of his pose. Could you imagine being a spectator and, the audience or whatever they call the attendees of a large sporting event? I don't know. Is it an audience? I guess so. But then I love how the muscle in his back is acting, even though it's this is what I'm talking about, knowing the rules and then breaking them. Obviously, this is not realistic anatomy, but it's correct. It's proper. That is a muscle in your back above your glute. You know what I'm saying? And I just love that. I don't know why. That's just so funny to me. It just seems so silly and ridiculous and just, just cracking me up. And yes, oh my God, yes, the one of the best Avatar satire characters ever. And I'm excited to say that when I said I have ways of making Megaton Man Mondays continue, sneak peek, I have Yarn Man #1 coming in the pipe. Can you believe it? It's so exciting. All the more reason to subscribe, hit those notifications, spread the word, pay my rent. So Yarn Man is coming back. Okay, so Yarn Man's been missing. So, like I said, this is so, on one hand, it's it's so preposterous and all over the place that I feel Don's just sort of like, you know, throwing cards out there or something sometimes. But then when it all comes together, I think, God, this is so tight. He knew exactly what he was doing. There's so much purpose and intention here, and I love it. And it's just peppered with enough goofiness to sort of trick you. Great there. I mean, does this not make you want to see, oh, my new favorite character, the Angel of Death? Love her. There's fan art of the Angel of Death coming your way, Don Simpson. This, I mean, come on. And like I said, the commitment to like sort of the cartoon tropes, like the Tex Avery style goofiness of like, I don't know, putting an X-ray in front of Megaton Man in real time too is like beyond. And I think I can't remember what I just said 2 seconds ago, but I was about to say that I want to see a Don Simpson freaking Dick Tracy graphic novel. I feel like his amazing characters, especially in this phase of his career with like the like really deformed looking faces and goofiness and stuff, would lend itself so well to that Chester Gould kind of magic. Anyway, oh my God, that's the end. Next Overkill, it's coming. So yes, spoilers, Megaton Man, after all this time, the Cosmic Cube shows up. And Megaton Man eats it, and it blows up in his stomach, and we don't know what's going to happen, but he feels funny, and I think we're in trouble. So, oh yeah, by the way, Border Worlds is the backup feature, the sci-fi mature audience kind of Don Simpson's heavy metal story. We're not going to cover it except flipping through really quickly because I do have the individual issues coming up, except for the fact that I'd have to point out that I'm wondering if this blonde bartender is a little bit of a fill-in for Don Simpson, but I'm not going to make that judgment until I read the actual story because I know he's blonde and I feel like this character is sort of telling it like it is, so I don't know for sure. But the art here is freaking beautiful. Like I said, like heavy metal, like European graphic novel gorgeousness. I can't wait to read the story. Love her already. Come on, Don Simpson. Look at this. Okay, so this is the next issue of freaking Megaton Man, number 10, week 10, Megaton Man Mondays. That's going to wrap it all up for us. And I love the beautiful Zipatone, so thanks for that black and white preview there. That looks so cool. I can't wait to see what happens. I want this Border Worlds shirt. Obviously, Don Simpson designed the logo because he's the master letterer. Here's the credits I was looking for. Donald Simpson, artist, writer, Border Worlds, and cover colors. So he did do that gorgeous. What'd you use? It looks like kind of acrylics. I know you were super experimental and stuff. Tell me, Don. Megaton Man color, Ray Fehrenbach. Did you? Oh, so I guess you did color Border Worlds. And is there nothing you can't do, Don Simpson? In July, outer space explodes and Earth will never be the same. Border Worlds number 1. Huh. Now I'm confused because this is not the cover I have for my Border Worlds one. I'm going to have to do my research. I hate research. If I wanted to do research, I would have... Anyway, done more research. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Megaton Man number 9 by Donald frickin' Dandy Simpson, the most amazing cartoonist. With the year of Don Simpson is upon us, 2023. Stick around for that, all right? So next week, number 10, guys, be back. It'll be important, all right? Subscribe to my channel, hit like, and I'll see you soon.